What's up, guys? It's Jazz and Jamie from Brand Creations, the pod. We're talking about work-life balance today. So what's your views on it?
Well, I was actually going to ask you mainly.
Oh, okay.
Because you've been in the business world for a lot longer than I have.
Mm-mm.
And you have a family. Well, I have a family, but you have, like, children and a wife.
Yeah.
So I think for you it's a lot... You have to balance it a lot more. Like, I don't really have anyone to...
Oh, this is sad. Wow, new revelation. Jazz has got no one to go home to.
Well, I work with my mother.
That's
and it's
true.
just my nan.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Wow.
so yeah.
So, are you okay? We're going to just pause for a second. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you have to ask 3 times.
I did, that's why I did it.
Yeah, I know. I was just,
Yeah.
Okay.
Always ask 3 times.
It's a Friday morning and Jamie's in an annoying mood.
Yeah, so this is it.
Yeah, what's it like for you having to balance it? Or should I say balance in quotation marks? Because you always say you can't balance it.
Yeah.
Like, no one can balance work life.
No. Well, you can if you've got a job.
Yeah.
I mean, you can if you've got like a job or something like that. But I think when it's like business, it all just depends on how the business is that day, that week, kind of thing. Like, and especially at the moment for us, like in the winter, I might get a little bit more work-life balance because it's quieter, so I can spend a bit more time or whatever. But in the summer, when everything's going crazy, you have to lose it. Like, you lose it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's one of those, like, for like this week, well, like every week, I'm here all day and night, and then the weekend I get the time. It's not a 50-50 split, but it's the best that I can do, and that's just sort of that's it really in terms of that.
Wow. Hope you enjoyed.
See you next week. No, but like, it is, because I think so many people are there like, oh, you need to spend as much time at home as you do like at work and all that sort of stuff, but like that's not realistic.
And also I think the difference for you is not a lot of people, but the majority of people have a negative view on work. Like, before I started working here, I was like, why would I enjoy? I remember the first day I started, as I said, my mum works here. I was like, do you enjoy your job? She was like, yeah. I was like, how do you enjoy going to work every day? Now I understand it. And for you, like, this is your life. It's this business and working. So I think that's also something that plays effect to it, because it's not like, oh fuck, I have to stay at the office tonight. You want to stay at the office tonight.
Oh yeah. It's actually sometimes harder to go home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a lot easier to stay here because it's just I enjoy it's my hobby. It's my work. It's my hobby, and it's
passion.
More passion, more energy. But it's also like what funds my whole life. And that's the thing. Plus, funds my family's life. Like, so it's not something that I can just pick up and drop whenever I want to, kind of thing. Just because I miss out on a lot of classes and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's one of those. There's a bigger picture. What pays for those classes for the kids? Like, that's the thing that comes to it. At the end, like, it's easy to say, oh yeah, like I could go home early today. But the reality of it is, then work will not get done. That then puts me back.
Because it's also funny, because you would think that like a boss would make their business to a point that they could leave their business and then just go on holidays every other week and live their lavish lifestyle. But you want to continue growing, because you could be like, okay, like everyone's running in the office, like you might come in every other day, or like you could do that.
Yeah, I could, and work from my phone wherever I want to, and that sort of stuff.
If there are any things that people need, they'll just phone you. But you don't want to do that because, again, you see the bigger picture and you want to grow it as much as possible while you're still young. Yeah. So you can have that time later on with the kids.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, like, everything comes at a cost as well. Like, because it's also the fact that, like, spending time at home comes at a cost. Yeah. Because, like, if I want to go out tomorrow, say for example I don't go home tomorrow, and Chloe and the kids go out, then at the end of the day, and I'm at work, I'm paying that the work that I'm doing is paying for them to go out. Yeah. If I'm with them, I'm paying for us to go out, kind of thing, and it's like I see it as like I need a return on like And that's bad.
Money man.
That is bad, like, because the return is just spending time with the family and stuff like that, and I love that. But at the moment, I'm 25. I'm too young to just sort of go, done what I want to do,
move on,
leave it kind of thing. Like, the team running it perfectly, leave it alone kind of thing. It's just not. I wouldn't get out of bed.
It's not like, this is what wakes you up in the morning. It's your passion, it's your interest, and then you wouldn't really have any.
Exactly, and that's the thing. Like that, and it means that I can like push every day, and like it's like good because the team is running the day to day now. But I'm sorting out the next 6 months, like, so I'm constantly ahead of everyone. That's what it is. It's like, yes, I don't need to be here as much as I do sometimes. But at the end of the day, I'm also in the position to take opportunities if I'm here.
Yeah.
If I'm out and an opportunity comes up, I might miss it because I'm not here. And that's the thing, is that you have to be in the right place in the right time to do it. And any opportunities that come are going to come to here. So if I'm here, I can
straight to you.
They can come straight to me, and I can get on it quickly because I like dealing with things quickly. And that's all it is. Like, but I used to drive myself mad. Like, so I've worked this many hours, so I need to be at home now. But the problem is, it just used to drive me up the fucking wall and make me not want to be at home.
Because then when you're at home, you're then, we've said this before, you're physically home, but mentally you're not there.
No, I'm just sat, like, I'm just a corpse at home, and my brain is here anyway. So then I may as well just be here. And at the end of the day, like, I'd much rather, like, for my opinion, is that I'd rather give like a couple of more years or a few more years to this, grow it to the point where actually it is fully sustainable, start a few more, and cause a bit more stress. And then it will be like, right, okay, like when when I want to slow down.
Yeah.
But I can't slow down now. 25, fully ADHD. There's no point trying to slow down right now.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's the thing. Because I will just become a miserable bastard.
And he's not nice when he's miserable.
No.
Not at all.
Not a pleasant bunny. So, like, it's finding, like, I've stopped trying to find the balance.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, work gets my time, and then I will give as much else of my time to them when I can, kind of thing, you know. And as I say, but it's also like I think you can only do that. Like, I'm in a very lucky position. I can only do that because I found the right partner to do that with. There's a lot of partners that wouldn't accept my lifestyle. Yeah,
let's just clarify that your wife isn't being forced to stay at home with the children.
Yes, she's not being forced to stay at home. Yes. No, it was a choice.
She very much wanted to be there.
Yes, she was born to be a mother.
She was.
But, like, that's the thing, is, like, there's so many people that wouldn't like my lifestyle, and it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
But, like, also Chloe knew that before we even had kids.
And also, again, if she needed you, then you would be there. Like, we're not painting you out to be, like, a malicious man.
No. I mean, like, you know, she needed me before Lissy was born. I sent you up. There's options. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm always gonna be there to help on the phone. Like, I always answer the phone within a couple of hours. And, you know, but it's one of those. At the end of the day...
No, you're not like that.
No, I am. No, it's not. If she needs me, I'm there, and that's the thing. And it's, you know, it's the but it's also like then in the evenings, like I might get home late, but then that's our time.
Yeah.
Know? As much as we might only have an hour, 2 hours, but we just make the most of it, and you know, and just spend time together and stuff like that, and then weekends, like, but work. Like, when you're in a business, work has to come first, because otherwise we don't have anything. And that's the thing that, like, a lot of people don't understand about, like, there's a difference between working in a job and business owners, and people think, oh, business owners got it easy. But actually, if you've got a job, you get paid, whatever the weather. Business owners don't always get paid. And, like, or... we get paid on depending on how much work what's left over getting paid, kind of thing. And that's the thing. It's like, so it's a lot harder in terms of there's a lot more responsibility with it. Plus, I've got the responsibility of everyone here, plus my family and all of that sort of stuff as well.
Very stressful life.
Plus, the other 70 cleaners that all want to get paid on time. But that's the thing, it's like when I get home, Chloe understands that.
Yeah.
She knows what I've had to do in the day, so she's not like, you know, obviously naturally she's like, oh, can you be home a bit more sometimes or whatever. But then if I'm like, I can't, she's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, she's not like, fuck's sake. Like, it's one of those, as much as she wants me at home, she understands why I'm not at home.
Yeah.
So she's like, it's one of those, she'll accept it, and we just then make the time that we do get together more sort of together.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I actually, like, I try not to use my phone too much when I'm at home, because I don't need to.
Yeah.
I've done it all in the day. So whereas before I used to go home earlier, but then sit on my emails all night, or sit on my laptop all night. Whereas I don't do that now.
Yeah.
But yes, I do it here, and it means I get back later. But at least then when I am home,
You're
I'm
fully home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can like help with Lissy or the dogs and all that sort of stuff. You know.
Your mind's not elsewhere, and obviously as you're ADHD riddled, that's quite hard sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like even watching a TV program isn't. Like, it's hard for me because I just can't. I'm doing 10 other things in my head, so it's like, but I don't have to think about work.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the thing that I would I feel more comfortable doing, and that's how I balance it. It's like I will leave when I get my work done.
Yeah.
Past that, I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
And I don't, like, me and Chloe do this thing now where like she says what time you home, I'm not answering. I'm not. I used to give her so many answers. I'm not saying. I will be home when I'm home.
Yeah.
Like, and that could be 5 o'clock, could be midnight.
Because also, obviously, you have kids, so if you say you're home at 5, and they would then know and get excited, and then when you're not home...
Yeah, they're like, where's Daddy, and then they're more aggy for Chloe, it just makes it more work.
Yeah.
She's then there like, where the fuck's Jamie?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, like, that's frustrating. Whereas, like, now, it's like, I will be home when I'm home.
And she's got our whole thing planned out. Sometimes she doesn't want you home.
Exactly.
She mess up their bedtime.
Exactly, I mess the routine up anyway, so she actually prefers it if I come home a bit later anyway. But that's the thing, she's got her routine and I've got mine, and we just know how to work it between the two. Is it balanced? No. But does it work for our lifestyles? Yes. Yeah. And that's
so in your life, it is a balance.
Yeah.
And that is your balance. For everyone else's, like, opinions, it may not be balance.
No.
But for your life, it's not necessarily an equal balance, but it is a balance.
Yeah. It works well enough that we get what we want.
Yeah.
And that's
you get done what you need to get done.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's also because I'm looking at the bigger picture. It's because I want to be able to spend more time with her as we get older and stuff like that. And with the kids and stuff. Yeah, I know they won't be small, but they're still going to be my kids.
Yeah.
Like, you could literally say that. Like, they're never going to be the same every day. Like, so what, do I just never leave the kids? Like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm going to have to give it up some point. And
you'd rather spend more time with them when they actually can remember the time that they spent.
Yeah, you know, because like now
I don't have a fucking idea what happened when I was 3 years old.
No, and they won't.
No,
they will have no clue.
No,
you know, that's the thing. But the thing is like with me, I don't remember Dad starting the business when I was 3, but then I remember when I was like, I can't remember, probably like 8 or whatever, going on holiday without him, or being on holiday with him, and he had all of his folders on the beach. Like, I remember that. I don't remember him being out 24/7 when he started the business. So it's like, at the end of the day, if I can work now and then get to the point where they start to remember stuff and they're starting to get a bit older, and I don't have to do that, then to me that's a win.
Yeah.
You know, because there's also a lot of restrictions of what I can do now. Like, it's like me and Chloe want to go back to Australia for a few months and do a few months there. But realistically, with a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 5-week-old baby, is that going to happen? No. So if I grow off my dick off now, and then say 5-6 years time,
you could spend a year out there or something,
and I don't have to. And they're in a position where they're able to enjoy it and remember it.
Yeah.
And I'm also in a position where I don't have to work all the time.
Yeah.
I can just have a month off or whatever, 3 months off, and just enjoy it. And that's more valuable to me.
That is your end goal.
Yeah.
And that's the reason.
You know,
your life right now isn't an equal balance, but it works for you.
You know, we don't go on holiday every year. We don't do all of that stuff. We just do whatever. You know, we just make it work for now. And then because we both know what we're working towards.
You both have the same end goal.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I just think, like, there's so many people, and it's fine. Like, you live your life how you want, but like, so many people live for the weekend. It's the same way, and this is what, like, people will say, oh, you've got no work-life balance. And I'm like, what do you do with your time? Well, I work all week to make £400, and then I go and spend £300 in the club on a Friday and Saturday night. Oh, yeah, cool. Really good.
You do you, boo, but...
Yeah. Like, it's one of those where so you know, like, I used to, growing up, I used to literally do my week's wages on fucking drink on the weekend.
Yeah, same.
Like, and then just to start again the next week.
Yeah.
Like, that was the cycle. Whereas it's like, you know, so everyone has their different cycles, and like, I wouldn't deem that as work-life balance.
No.
Because they're balancing 5 days of their time for 2 nights out a week, or one very expensive night out.
Yeah.
You know, to make it like, and a lot of people, they do 1 night out a week to make it look good on fucking Instagram, because they just like spunkle their money on like a big bottle of champagne or something. And it's like, don't get me wrong, like, yeah, but that's your week's wages.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm like, that's where I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, but then again, that's their life. They're not doing anything wrong, but they're not going to agree with my work-life balance, and I'm not going to agree with theirs. So it's like everyone has a different life. There's so many people my age who have kids that will manage their time a lot differently.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people your age who don't have kids and might be doing whatever right now.
Yeah.
Everyone has a different... I just think for like someone like you, I feel like you probably get commented quite a lot on your work-life balance because people don't think you have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you said, everyone's idea of work-life balance is different. But it's just because they not target you, but like say it a lot to you where you don't say it to them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because but it's also the fact that like with it, is everyone's always said it to me throughout anything, but then hence why I've got where I've got to already. Like, that's the thing. It's like you, and what we've also, like, what my family have got. Like, that's the thing. Is like we wouldn't have any of this stuff without the hard work that we've all put in. Like,
yeah.
And that, because at the end of the day, you don't get paid to sit at home and watch Netflix. It doesn't pay me. I enjoy it and I do it a lot. I'm not slating that. I do it all the time. But it's one of those where I don't get paid to do that.
So it's not at the top of your priority.
No, because at the end of the day, what I can't get to is my kids getting older and I'm saying we can't do this, we can't spend that time together. Oh, because Daddy was sat watching telly all the fucking time. Like, and I say that's not me slating people that do, because everyone's got their own different lifestyle, everyone's got their own different goals, and everyone wants something different from life.
Yeah.
So that's not me slating it. It's just the fact that for me, that's not what I want. And but it's the same way with a tattoo. If 10 people walked into a room, 10 people are going to want different tattoos.
Yeah.
People just go into this big thing of, oh, you're slagging off. No, you're not slagging anyone off. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. People will tell me I'm doing my life wrong, but I'm not actually saying anyone's doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
Because it's their life. Do what the fuck you want with it. But I can't do that.
Yeah.
That's not the way, and I can't sit and turn around to my kids and be like, but, you know, you've got to go do all this hard work because I didn't.
You want to provide for them.
Yeah. That's the reason I had kids. The one rule I had before I had kids is we won't have kids until I'm financially able to afford them. That's my only rule. That was my only rule. Because you're never ready for kids in terms of like mentally or anything like that. Fucking batshit. But I always have to go no until I'm financially there. That was my only rule with it, and that's the thing. But there's also a lot of people that wouldn't do that.
Yeah, because they want kids.
Yeah, so they want kids and they make it work.
Yeah.
They're not wrong, just as much, like, do you know what I mean? Like, nobody's wrong, there's no right or wrong way of doing it, but it's just at the end of the day, my big thing is, when I'm, like, older, and I'm just chilling, like, and I'm old, I want to just be able to sit there and go, I did it my way.
Yeah.
I did it the way I wanted to do it. Whether that, I did lose this, I did lose that, or I did get that, I did it the way I wanted to do it.
At the time.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, when I die, I can only blame myself for my life. You know, not who commented on TikTok or who, you know, someone in the office said, "Oh, you need to go home now." Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not even like, it's not even going to come to my head.
Yeah. Balance for you. It doesn't have to be an equal balance, but
Yeah.
balance for you.
Yeah, balance for you, yeah. And that's the thing, it's like your balance and my balance is very different. Because, as you said, we have very different things at home. So it's like when I was your age and I didn't have, like, obviously I had Chloe, but I didn't have any of the kids or anything like that. I literally went home for a shower and come back. Like, that was it, because it was one of those where I was like, at the end of the day, I need to do this.
Yeah.
So that and that's part of the reason I'm in this position now when I have got the kids. Like, if I didn't do that, I still could have got it, but I don't know that.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, and I don't like to think about the what ifs and all that. It's like Max Verstappen, the great Max Verstappen, said in an interview the other day. He said, everyone talks about if, but if my mum had balls, she'd be my dad. And I was like, that's very true.
It's like, but he definitely took that from bloody, what's his
Gino.
name? Yeah.
If my grandmother had wheels, she would be a bike. Yeah. And it's like, but that's the thing. I don't look at like what could have been or what if I did it this way. It was like, this is the way I chose to do it.
And now I'm either going to have to deal with the consequences and rectify it or sit with the rewards.
Yeah. Whereas like this way, at the end of the day, if it goes fucking tits up,
it's on you.
It's on me. I've done it my way. And I'll fix it.
My way on the highway.
I don't like at the end of the day, as I say, when I'm old and I'm just chilling, I want to be able to sit there and go, whatever happened in my life, it was my fault.
And that's
or my responsibility.
And that's why you're a business owner.
Yeah.
Because you can say that. That's why you like to have that control over what your life is going to be.
Yeah. And Dave, if I'm still fucking going at 60, 70, because I have to be, that's completely on me. Because I've probably made choices down the line that haven't helped my cause.
I had this thing, I feel like I've told you this, on Instagram the other day, and this guy was saying, like, when you're a business owner and stuff, people are like, oh, like, what if, like, it doesn't really work out and stuff like that. It's like, oh, I'm just going to do this until I'm, like, 70 years old. And that's their, like, worst case scenario. However, that's people who work a 9-to-5 job, that's their scenario. That's just what their life is going to be. You're going to work until you're 70 years old, until retirement comes. So if you're a business owner and you have to do that, well, it's the same difference, is it
It's
not?
no different.
Yeah.
The only difference is I choose my time. I choose when I piss. I choose when I eat.
Yeah.
Like, it's all of that. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not guaranteeing that I'm going to have a different lifestyle to anyone else that works. But what it is the fact that I'm going to fucking try.
Yeah.
And there is no option not to.
Your worst case scenario is everyone else's just scenario.
Yeah.
So best case scenario, you're done by 30.
Yeah.
But then also you probably wouldn't want to be done by 30 because of the person you are.
Yeah, I'm always going to be working. That's the thing. But just having a bit more freedom with it. But I'm always going to be working. And that's the thing. I just can't not.
Because you love it.
Yeah. It is my passion. But there's one thing I did hear the other day, and I thought it was pretty mad. It was, they said, you've already accomplished so much that would make you happy. And that blew my head a little bit. Because I'm bad with that. Because I was there, because I'm always there, setting big goals. And then I hit them, and then I'm straight onto the next thing.
He's very bad at patting himself on the back.
Yeah. And then I was watching that and I was like, fuck! Because I was like, that's insane. Because I was like, there's been so many things in my, in the last couple of years that I'm like, if I do that, I will be so happy. I've won. And then I do it and I'm like, next thing, that's small. I was like, shit, yeah, there's so many, even with now, the goals that I've set now, I'm like, if I hit them, that will do so much for me. And I know I will hit them.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is, I'll just want more.
It's a greedy man over here.
I'm a very greedy man, yeah. And that's also the same thing, the difference between the balance is the fact that I have very strong goals. There's a lot of people out there that don't set themselves strong goals. And that's okay. You don't have to. It's not a very comfortable lifestyle. I could make my lifestyle very easy and very comfortable if I wanted to, but it's just not the way I get excited kind of thing. But yeah, I just heard that the other day and I thought, oh shit. It's like, that's very true, because there has been, I could literally list off about 1,000 things that if I do that, if I get that, if I do that, I'm going to be buzzing.
Even we've realised that Jamie is, what was it? You enjoy the chase.
Yes.
That is what we've cracked, that Jamie enjoys the chase.
I'm a chaser.
Adrenaline. So
Yes.
it's when you get it, then it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Next thing,
because I need the chase.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And I'm also like weighing up, like, okay, so that sort of sent that much adrenaline through, which I enjoyed, but I could do more.
Yeah.
So like, the goal wasn't big enough.
Yeah.
Which for like a lot of people, they're like, Whereas like for me, I'm like, that wasn't big enough, so I need to now do double. Which can fucking be, I'm going to have to kill myself again. The whole pan starts again.
Yeah.
But that's the bit I enjoy. As I say, the end result doesn't do anything for me. It's, yeah, I'm tapped that way. Like, it just doesn't. Sorry, Jess.
Sorry.
Like, it's.
But that's what we're trying to make you do a bit more, though, is pat yourself on the back.
Try.
And I think you're getting better at it.
I must admit, I do give myself like a quick, like, that was good. You know, like, I'm getting to the point now where I'm like, that was good, yeah. And then I sort of try and maybe like give myself like the afternoon where I don't set like the next goal.
Yeah.
But the problem is I'm always setting goals further and further ahead anyway, so I always know them. I just try not to voice them. Because as soon as I voice them, that's it. But that's also the reason, like, a lot of people say, like, don't voice your goals, just do them.
Yeah.
I can't do that because if I voice them, I'm like...
To yourself or to other people?
To other people. Because, like, there's a lot of people that won't voice their goals to other people because if they don't hit them, they can go, no one knew. Whereas I'm like, no, I want everyone to know what I'm working towards.
Yeah.
Because then also, if I don't do it, I'm accountable.
Yeah.
I did say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did say that. And and I didn't do the goal. I didn't hit the goal. Why didn't I hit the goal? Like, instead of just going, actually, I never said that much, I said that much. Like, to make myself feel better. Like, I don't do that.
And it was only you that knew, so, like, it's fine. Anyway.
No one's going to argue with me. I never told anyone.
Yeah.
Whereas it's like now, like, I tell everybody what I'm working towards. And because it just adds pressure.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's what causes...
Because people will have their opinions on it and they might think, okay, you're never going to do that. Like, that's so unrealistic.
Yeah.
But then it's them things that you like to hear to them. Not prove a point to people, but like you prove a point.
Oh, it drives me so much fucking further, yeah. Because it's there, like, you can't do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sit a couple of months.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And then they'll say, oh, like, he's working towards this guy, he's working towards this guy, he's putting a lot in. And at the end of the day, if it don't work, it don't work.
Yeah.
But it never normally doesn't work, to be fair, because there's always a way of doing it. It's just...
Sorry, it's early and I'm tired.
Like, there's always a way of getting it done. And yeah, there's not really many goals I don't like hit massively. But as I say, I like to voice them because I like to create more pressure and more uncomfortableness and more people and like more people knowing that, like, when they look at me, they know what I'm working towards, and I know I haven't hit it yet, so they're thinking it's still going to be impossible.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Keep thinking it's going to be impossible. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, winning science. Fuck that. I'm winning to win. I'm not being funny. It's like if you won, like, if you trained, like, 7 years to get to the, like, 10 years to go to the Olympics, and then you fucking won your one goal and you just stood there like, you're not going to do it, like, in silence. Do you know what I mean? Like, you literally crossed the line.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I got confused.
You just stand there like...
Would be like, yay.
But then you get home in the toilet on your own and you're like, oh yeah. Like, you're not going to do it.
No.
Like, it's fucking weird. You're there like, fuck you, I beat you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like. Anyway.
You know what they normally don't say fuck you, they normally just scream and are very happy.
But you actually don't know that. They don't have mics on, like, if they're swimming.
You can see their faces.
So they could say fuck you. Well, they could. You don't know, they definitely don't. I would.
You would,
I'd be up to every single person, like, you're a loser.
Even if they didn't do anything wrong. Just random people off the street. You're a loser. I'm a winner.
Cool. Alright then. So yeah, that's work-life balance.
You didn't ask me how I balance my life. Well, you did. We didn't get back onto it.
Well, yeah, because you said you don't know, you've got no one to go home to. I didn't really feel like that was worth prodding anymore.
It's okay.
Okay, Jazz, how do you manage your work-life balance?
I'm kidding.
No.
No, I don't.
No.
I don't know how I do it. I just do it. I just don't really think about it because I don't have to think about it, I guess.
Yeah.
Apart from my sleep, I like my sleep.
Mm.
It's hard to wake up in the mornings, but bar that. Anyway, that's my rough life. I don't have a life actually.
Oh
So.
God.
Kidding.
She's not.
I am kidding.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, that's work-life balance. Like, comment, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.